Hello, people. Listen, this is not AI. This is not a joke. This is some serious business. I don't know if you heard, I don't know if anyone's heard it, but this is something that's real bad. We are not alone in this universe. Listen to me very carefully. There are aliens out there, people. And how do I know there are aliens out there? Because our president, the president of the United States, number 47, just put out something on Truth Social about there being aliens, and he's going to release all the proof of aliens that's among us. Now, this all started because Brian Cohen did an interview the other day with former President Barack Obama. And Barack said, there's aliens, I just didn't see none myself. And so someone asked the president on Air Force One, did he see what Barack Obama said? And always, in an attempt to one-up Barack Obama, our president said he's going to release all the documentation, everything there is on aliens. Let me show you proof. Okay, so here it says right here, based on the tremendous interest shown, I will be directing the Secretary of War and other relevant departments and agencies to begin the process of identifying and releasing government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomena, that's UAP, and unidentified flying objects, that's UFOs, and any and all of the information connected to these highly complex but extremely interesting and important matters. And he says it with God bless America. Now, I want you to know something. I have called this man a liar before, but he's not lying about aliens. Let me say it again. The president, whom I called a liar numerous times, is not lying about the existence of aliens. And because I have a guy, KENOBI, that knows all about aliens because he comes from a galaxy far, far away, I asked, you see, it's aliens in here, people. I asked KENOBI if he could do a favor and reach into the holocrons and find any information on aliens that have invaded the world, United States of America specifically. And so he came up with some aliens. KENOBI, if you don't mind, say hi to the people.
Hello there.
Okay, back at you. Now, here's the situation. KENOBI found the aliens, okay? He found the aliens, where they live, what they've been doing, and I'm going to break it down to you today. He has discovered this, a starship. The starship is Starship Lolita. And the captain of that starship is a guy named Captain Jeffrey Epstein. Okay? Now, Captain Epstein, I have many starships. Apparently, what KENOBI told me, he's had a whole fleet of starships. And apparently what happened is he needed a crew. Epstein needed a crew for his ships. And so he went on a search for some of the most perverse and nasty people just like him. And he found a very distinctive crew that he can call to fly in his ships. And they went all over the universe doing very perverse things to very young girls. And they should have been locked up. But they're not locked up. But anyway, here is the aliens. I'm going to break them down to you. Alien number one. I don't know if you're looking at this. This is Dr. Oz. And that's what he calls himself. That's what you call yourself, right? But let me just show you. Look at his eyes, people. Look at his eyebrows. Now, no disrespect to Mr. Spock, but he could be a Vulcan. This guy could be a Vulcan because you see how his eyebrows go up. That's what Mr. Spock used to do. Now, apparently, there's emails out there that this guy was inviting Captain Epstein to a Valentine's Day party. Again, I don't know if it was Valentine's party for adults. I don't know, but why would he invite Captain Epstein if it was adults, if you know what I'm saying? Apparently, this guy's an alien. He is an alien. Alien number 3. Boom. This guy, Steven Feinberg, he's a billionaire. He's our Deputy Secretary of War, okay? And there are numerous business documents. This guy's a billionaire financier. There are numerous business documents about a company that him and Captain Epstein was involved in, and also business documents from Deutsche Bank that Deutsche Bank was doing an investigation over this guy's accounts as well. This guy has been on the Starship Lolita. I don't know if you know that or not, but he's an alien. Alien next, alien. Oh, damn. Look at this guy. Now, you know and I know that this is an alien. Look at his skin tone. Look at the way his skin comes on. His mask is not on right. Look at under his neck. You see all those rolls under his neck? His mask is not on right, but this is an alien. Only an alien would tell you they got worms in their brain and stuff like that. Only an alien would tell you that they went and they cut up rabbits and horses and all this kind of stuff. This man's an alien. There's emails exchanging between him and Captain Epstein. He's on the Starship. He is an alien. Alien next alien. Okay. Oh, Howard Lutnick. He is another alien, the Secretary of Commerce. He is flown on the Starship Lolita. Now, there are many emails that his guy went before Congress. He went on the newspapers and he said, listen, I was never with this guy. I was never alone with this guy. This is he called Captain Epstein a nasty, perverse man. He wants nothing to do with this man. But then the release of the Epstein files showed that, however, Lutnick and Epstein emailing in 2012 about a possible boat trip to Epstein private island. He's been on the Starship Lolita. This guy's an alien. Next alien. Okay, Navy Secretary John Phelan. His name appeared in a March 2006 flight manifest for one of Epstein's Starship 727, which was coming to New York from London. The guy is an alien. He's been on the Starship Lolita. Next, let's talk about this guy. This is a new federal chair nominee, Kevin Walsh. One of them included an email that between him and Epstein about a Christmas party, and they wanted this guy to get involved. This guy's an alien. Now, I can tell you how I can tell you the alien. Look at his head, how thin his head is, and look at his hair. The hair goes too far up, and it goes to the side. But the right side or the left side, if you're looking at this one, goes flat. His head is not right. This man is an alien, people. Get it in and you get it. Now, next guy here. Oh, now you know. This guy's an alien. You know he's an alien. You know why he's an alien? Because he's all into space. He probably was on the Starship Lolita because he was looking at the deck. He was probably on the Starship Lolita because he wanted to see how their engines ran. He was probably on the Starship Lolita because he wanted to see if it'll make it to Mars. He probably was on the Starship Lolita because he's freaky like that. And look what it says here. He wanted to know, Epstein wrote to Musk, how many people will you be for the heli? So he's going to send the heli to the island. And Musk responds, probably just Tula and me. What day night would be your wildest party on your island? He was on the Starship Lolita. He's been on the Starship, people. He's associated with them. Now, next alien. Now, you know he's an alien. Look at him. Look at his head. Look at his head. Look at him. Now, only an alien can be this smart. Next. Oh, now this is the U.S. ambassador to Turkey. This is Tom Barak. Only over 100 text and email exchanges show their relationship continued long after Epstein 2008 conviction for soliciting a minor. This guy's an alien. Look at his face. You see behind his face, you can see that whatever mask these people are using, they're not pulling it back into the eyes. They're not pulling them back. But look how his eyebrows are. All perfectly symmetric. That's an alien for you. And look at his ear. Look at the right ear, people. They don't match. He's an alien. Next alien, people, right here. Now, I have to say it, and you don't like it, but here's the first officer. The first officer on the Starship Lolita is none other than our president. Now, I know you don't want to accept that he's an alien, but he is an alien because only an alien would shoot down people and send people to be taken out of their homes in the middle of the night. Only an alien would not have those people shoot poor Mr. Pretty and Renee. They shot Renee too. And only an alien would do that. Only an alien would blow up people in boats. Only an alien would stop SNAP payments for little children and would cut USAID. So many children will be dying right now because of starvation. But he's an alien. Look at his scalp. Look at the scalp, people. And if you've been noticed lately, his hands have been kind of purple. That's because whatever this alien's using, I think whatever kind of skin tone he's using more than those other aliens, and it's messing up his face. But this man's an alien because only an alien would say he grabbed women by the you-know-what, and because they let you do it. He was on the Starship Lolita, and he's mentioned in Epstein files, the Epstein the Star Logs. He's been on the Starship, the Star Logs, more than 38,000 times. More than 38,000 times he's been in the Star Log. He's been logged by Epstein himself 38,000 times. Now, I know you people don't want to get this, and I know some people don't want to hear this, and I understand it, but listen, this is the real deal. This is the Starship Lolita. That was the captain, Jeffrey Epstein. He's gone. So now the new captain, Donald J. Trump, has taken over the Starship Lolita, and you don't believe me, but look at all his officers on his ship. All of these people are all members of the Trump administration. Listen to me now. All of these people are members of the Trump administration. And you know what gets me about it? You know, I don't understand people. Everybody has a daughter, everybody has a niece, everybody has a granddaughter, everybody has some girl that they know that they love and cherish and care for. I can't understand how people would vote for an administration like this that would have all of these people that flew on this starship. I don't understand that, people. And I know you Magians say you love him, but don't you love your daughters and your granddaughters and those women in your life more? When this new captain comes along and says he grabbed about, you know what? When the captain also, this captain alien here, this alien went into a room with poor E. Jean Carroll, who's minding her own business, and he assaulted her, and she took him to court, and he had to pay her $83 million. This, my people, I'm sorry. I know you don't want to hear it. I understand you don't want to hear it, but he's an alien. They're all aliens. And you know what? They're a perverse group of people. They're a perverse group of people. These people are perverse because anybody that would fly on that starship ain't a good person. And I don't care if it's Bill Clinton either, okay? They were all on the damn ship and they all need to go to jail. And all of these people that's members of this administration, they need to resign. But they're not going to resign because the new captain, Captain T, and that's not James T, okay? Not James T, but Captain T, by the way, has been on there more than 38,000 times. So how can he judge? But here's the thing, and my grandmother always said it, birds of a feather flock together. All those people in that administration, look how perverse and how nasty this administration is. This is probably the most nastiest administration that ever existed in this country. And you know it, and I know it. But let me tell you the truth about aliens. I'm not saying aliens don't exist, but if aliens do exist, they're not aliens. They're demons, people. Satan is in charge of the first and second heaven. The first heaven is the 5 layers of Earth's atmosphere, and the second heaven is space itself. He's in charge of the first and second heaven. That's what Satan is in charge of. So there could be aliens out there, but they're literally demons. And if we're ever visited, that's because there's demons among us, people, and there are demons among us. So don't say there's no aliens. There's demons, there's aliens, okay? Now, that's all I have to say about this. I wish you well, and I wish all you well. But listen, any of you people that voted for this administration, look at the starship. Do you want to be associated with this starship? If not, you need to do something about your affiliations.